I do think, though, there's this weird, you were just saying this before, like, there is this weird impulse, I find, in this election, particularly among conservatives, to make this as ideological as possible. And I can't tell if that's an overcompensation for Mitt Romney. I can't tell if it's because the message of rugged individualism is so appealing. But it seems to me time and time again to harken back. I mean, you can imagine a kind of a campaign that Mitt Romney ran that was much more pragmatic about poor economic performance. And sometimes he does that, but he seems to get pulled constantly into making this much more ideological case.
I think that's true. I think there's a lot of coded language that's being used in this election. It's funny how Obama becomes sort of the entitlement president, but we never heard George Bush described as the entitlement president when he was entitling the rich.
Right.
We never hear Romney described.
Or food stamps were growing under George W. Bush.
Thank you. Or Romney as described as the entitlement candidate. So I think it is ideological, and I think it's also coded, frankly, racial language, and it harks back. It's the Southern strategy in 2012.
Right.
And it's really problematic. And let me say this: this ad, it was almost as if the Romney people had too much caffeine. The 24-hour news site, they jumped on this so fast, and then as we saw from the clip, Romney had to sort of agree with the president.
Well, right, but what's weird also is that they didn't jump on it that fast, in the sense that I think he said this in July. This was so weird about this as a gaffe. He said this in July 5th, I think, and no one said anything because it was so banal.